what am I supposed to say? Like, most people say, like, what's up, YouTube? It's Sam. Welcome to Trach. Welcome to Trach It Easy, the channel on YouTube. I have no idea what I'm doing, nor do I really care a whole lot. I wanted to take a minute though, and I wanted to let everybody know what the point is of this channel and why I am even kind of going down this path of YouTube. A lot of friends and family already know that our daughter Violet has been in the NICU for about 4 months. She's 4 months old, so obviously since the start of her life. She was born at 32 weeks, and she has a couple of different congenital anomalies going on. She's got micrognathia, which is a small chin. She has microtia, which is a malformation of the ear, which also for her, she has oral atresia as well, so she doesn't have ear canals. There's just tissue. And then she was born also with bilateral choanal atresia, which is lack of a nasal passage on both sides, like so through both nostrils, or if you're in the medical world, they refer to them as nares. So from the nares back to the choana, there was basically all tissue. So there was no way for Violet to be able to breathe through her nose. So those three things, they're all craniofacial type of abnormalities that she has. And it makes it really hard for her. Obviously her nose being blocked makes it hard for her to breathe, but also her recessed jaw makes it difficult to breathe on her back. Mainly she can breathe through her mouth. She's kind of learned that, and she had been intubated off and on for a couple of months of her life, but it's very hard to intubate her or to put the endotracheal tube down her trachea and past her tongue, because her tongue is really recessed as well. So there's been a couple of things going on, and then the most recent thing that we're looking into on the genetics side is we're looking into something called diamond black fan anemia, because she is having problems, it seems, at this time producing red blood cells. So anyway, that's kind of a different thing. I want to kind of focus this channel, I guess it'll all probably be included, to be honest with you, but the name of this channel is Trach It Easy, and I think this is more of a mantra to myself, because Violet, as of 5 days ago, went through a tracheostomy procedure. So they did place a trach tube, and they also placed a G tube, because obviously with her breathing issues we haven't been able to do any kind of feeds. So they placed the trach and the G tube about 5 days ago, and we're just now starting off on this journey. We're getting closer to the point where we're going to be discharged. We're starting to go through sort of like hospital training for trach care and G tube care. So I wanted to just take this moment in time to begin the channel, because I realized in looking through YouTube and Instagram and other like social medias that there isn't a whole lot of consistent content. Content is such like a, I don't know that word. Anyway, there's not really consistent content. I'm just going to use it because it's the thing that describes it the best. That is a window into what life is like for a family that's embarking on a trach journey from the start. And there are a lot of questions and a lot of anxiety that I have as a new parent in general, and B, a parent who is about to bring home her daughter with all of these medical needs. And I know that I'm not the only one that's doing it, and I know that I'm not the only one who wishes there was somewhere to look. So I'm just gonna document kind of as much as I can. I anticipate that it's going to be very busy. Right now, with Violet being in the hospital still, we're commuting to the hospital, my husband and I, and I'm there like 8 to 12 hours a day, depending on the day. So there's that takes up the majority of time. And then once she's here, I mean, I'm sure it's just going to be filming on the fly, whatever's going on. Of course, I want to like document like trach changes from time to time, or changing the ties and stuff like that. But more or less, it's the everyday life stuff, you know, just getting through every day and trying to maintain some sense of like your normal life that I kind of want to encourage other people about, if we're able to do it. Again, never done this before and have no idea what it's going to be like, but that's exactly why I want to be able to provide some kind of insight to other families who are either contemplating going down this path, or are about to embark on the journey, or are in the middle of it and they just, like me, just want, you know, people to be able to connect with about a similar life circumstance. So that's the point of the page. Don't expect bells and whistles. If you're into like really polished, really clean, entertaining videos, I don't know that this is the right place. It's probably not. I don't plan on doing a whole lot of like editing or anything like that, just because I simply don't think there will be enough time. So it's going to be kind of raw and unfiltered, and it is what it is. And if that works for you, great, I'm glad you're here. And if not, that's fine too. The whole point is just to be kind of like a community. Community is such a strong word too. I don't know all these words. I just want to be able to help people. So if this helps you, I'm really happy, and I'm happy that you're watching. And if you're going through a similar thing, I would love to learn from you too. Because this is like wild and crazy, and I don't even feel like an adult half the time in my life. So to be an adult for real, and to remind myself that I'm an adult, and to have a child who has these medical needs, it feels really wild. So I hope you connect. I hope we can help each other out, and I hope that you find some sort of stress relief maybe in watching these videos, and kind of getting an idea of what to expect, or what life is like with a baby that has a trach and a G-tube, and a lot of other things going on. But she's beautiful, we love her, and we wouldn't have it any other way. It's been crazy, but it's been fun so far. Mostly in hindsight, I have to say, like, if I'm being honest, like, it's been fun. But it's been like one of those things, like if you've ever watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail, no offense to this movie, or even like The Princess Bride. No, that one kind of is good. Movies like that, Napoleon Dynamite, when you're watching it, you're like, what am I watching? And then when you kind of think back on it, you're like, hey, that was like pretty funny, in quoting it back. That's kind of like what NICU journey has been like. While you're going through it, you're like, this is rough. And then you're looking back and you're remembering, like, those were good moments. And although it was rough, you can see the silver lining. You can see the things that were funny, the things that you learned, all the different things that are good that came from it. So probably not the best analogy, but the NICU somehow in my mind is like Napoleon Dynamite. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. Again, no polishing. It's just real life. See you soon.